Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another live this morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. And you've had your vitamin C, your coffee, and hope you're doing well. And we'll say hello to a few folks here. Brahim, good morning from Portland, Oregon. Kevin from sunny but cold Oshawa. Okay, Jen, Cape Breton, and Rosa, how are ya? Andrea, Brahim, our friend, and Carol, West Virginia. And Jeanette. It's Jeanette's birthday today. And we won't even say how old you are, Jeanette, because that's not right. Madeleine, how are you? Nick from our staff, Mary, Wendy, Doc McEwen, how are you? Long time no talk. We got to talk. Lynn, how are you? And Frida, Cecilia, Judy, and Sherry, Nellie, Jeanette, from Hearst, Ontario, Jen, Cape Breton, Wanda, Sandy, Perry Sound, Milika, good morning from Stouffville, Sandy from Chilliwack, British Columbia, Yvonne, how are you? Dave, Muskoka, Shirley from Newfoundland, Dorothy, Stephanie from freezing Georgia, cold in Georgia, right? I think that was Bob and Stephanie. Sue, Manitoulin Island in Florida, Tina, Pamela, who was in Florida, not in Manitoulin. Hell, it went by too fast, I didn't see it. Donna from Newfoundland. Janice, good morning. Gisette and Nancy, Iowa. Linda, to say hello to a few more. Anne, how are you? Snowy, Moncton, New Brunswick. Hazel, St. John's, Newfoundland. Adeline, good morning. Julie, we appreciate you guys. Lori Lee, and I say hello to Lori Lee in Ventura, California. Everybody's saying hello to our happy birthday to Jeanette. Okay, Margaret and Paul from Edmonton, Alberta. John, our friend from Elgin, Illinois. Rita, how are you? Louise, good morning to Sudbury. Noeline, bonjour from New Brunswick. Marilyn, Paula, Mara, Luella. We appreciate you guys. Carolyn and Jerry. Okay, what are we talking about this morning? Okay, I'm gonna make a statement here, and I don't think I'm exaggerating. Now, you know my new book coming out soon, Sun, Steak, and Steel. Okay? Today we're going to talk about steak. Meat in general, but nothing like red meat. It's going to save your life. Now, why do I make a blanket statement like that? That red meat will save your life. Okay? Somebody was asking me the other day, Dr. Martin, why do you always talk about meat? Well, I mean it. That's how good it is for you. I mean it. Now, the reason I'm going to talk to you about it is an article I read in a medical journal about what they're seeing in kids today. Big problem is the underdevelopment of the jaw. I found that fascinating. These were orthodontists telling the world in a medical journal that there seems to be a lack of development, something they've seen a shift in the lack of development in the jaw. And one of the things they said, I wrote it down, narrow dental arches. Okay, so when you look at your teeth, okay, you look at your teeth, these are your dental arches. Okay, so that's your dental arches. And what they're saying is they're seeing a lot of narrow dental arches. And he said that's a big problem. Because when you don't develop your dental arches, when you don't develop the jawline the way it should be developed, they said, this is why one of the reasons we see so much sleep disorders and so much airway obstruction. Okay? And you know what I always say? Fatty tongue, sleep apnea. But they're saying that what is becoming like an epidemic to the orthodontist is they're seeing a lack of development in the dental arches. And guess what? Guess what they said? It's because kids are not eating enough meat. Oh, isn't that interesting? Kids are not eating enough meat today. Wow, that's fascinating. And that's a big problem, because without meat, you're not developing your jawline, your dental arches properly. Now again, I bet you dollars to donuts that's not going to hit mainstream at all. I had to dig through a medical journal to find it. But eating meat, Grandma, listen to me. And I know kids today, they're going to be indoctrinated the second they get to school, and indoctrinated on the lies about me. Okay? Today, it's all about, everything seems to be about the climate and the climate change. I can't get over it. Whereas the elephant in the room, the thing that is really making us sick today, is our nutrition, or a lack of it. Okay? Or a lack of it. So what am I saying? What are they saying? You need to eat meat. Okay? You need to eat meat. And I'm going to give you some big reasons. Okay? Now you can hear some noise in the background. Yep, they're cutting the lawn here. Okay? Like every couple of weeks, whether we like it or not. And they always start when I'm going to do our live. Maybe I should delay it when I know they're going to do it. Anyway, okay? Bear with me a little bit as we go along. As long as you can hear me, that'll be all right, okay? So, let's talk about why meat can save your life. And I mean it. There's nothing like, and you know me, I always say sun, steak, and steel. Nothing like steak. Liver's better, but I don't like liver, so I don't talk about it. I like steak, okay? And I know it's expensive today. It's expensive, but here's the way I look at it. Make an investment. You know, we invest in different things in our lives, and we use our money to invest, and that's all right. But make an investment in your health. Make an investment in your kids' health. I know it's not cheap. You know, but, and I mean it, eggs, meat, and cheese. But today we're talking about why you want to be eating steak and you want to eat. And when I say steak, red meat. And that includes hamburger. Includes that. Not the bun, the hamburger. Okay? And that includes lamb. And it includes pork. A little bit less in pork. And look, chicken's good too, but it's not at the top of the food chain. Steak is at the top of the food chain. 100% beef, okay, is at the top of the food chain. And we'll go over it again. Why? Why is it going to save your life, okay? All the essential, number one, all the essential amino acids are there. Okay? All the building blocks for your body are in meat. Yep, you could live on meat and never have anything else. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you that's the truth. You could live on meat. Okay? So one of the reasons is you get all of your amino acids. You do not get all your essential amino acids in the plant kingdom. They don't exist there. There's some, but there's not many. Okay? So you got the animal kingdom, and specifically steak, red meat. 2, why will it save your life? Eating that will save your life. 2, it's easily digested. Okay? Guys, if you want to give your stomach, you see, and I've taught you this in the past, but I got to repeat it. Your stomach, you as a human being, were meant to eat steak. How do I know that? Because of the pH of your stomach. People don't realize how significant pH is when it comes to your stomach. And most North Americans have a bad pH in their stomach. Why? Because your stomach was meant, as a human being, to eat meat. And if you don't eat enough meat, your pH of your stomach changes. Your stomach should be acidic, very acidic. It's a furnace. Use it or lose it. And why do we see one of the leading selling medications in all the world? Acid reflux medications. From over-the-counter Tums and the purple pill, Prilosec, and all those Tums and Rolaids, and people all, Dr. Martin, I got acid reflux, It is, and there's acid reflux, and there's even a silent acid reflux. They don't eat enough meat. They don't eat enough meat. Your stomach, you're not a cow. Your cow, if you have one. Cows have 4 stomachs. Their pH is higher. It's more alkaline. Why is that? Because they're meant to eat grass. Now, just to show you how tough it is to digest salad, okay? Why is it tough to digest salad? Well, a cow eats salad all day long. They chew it, they regurgitate it, it goes through their 4 stomachs all the time. But so cows don't eat meat. Cows eat grass, so you don't have to eat salad. And then we eat the meat. Okay? And when you get back to eating enough meat, here's what's going to happen inside your body. One of the biggest things, I try and emphasize this, is that you're healing your stomach. You know what's a big problem today? H. pylori. That's a bacteria in the stomach. You know how it thrives? When the pH of your stomach is not acidic enough. When everybody's got H. pylori. Everybody. But it won't bother you if your stomach is acidic. Really acidic. You don't want every acid everywhere in your body, and you will get acid everywhere in your body if you live on carbs and not meat. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Your pH, God made you to eat meat. Anybody tells you that you're meant to be a vegetarian, run. You're meant to be a vegan, run. It's not true. Because I tell people your pH of your stomach. If you don't eat meat, steak, you're going to lose your pH. It's going to start climbing up, and then you're going to get acid reflux, because your body is smart. If it senses that your pH is climbing, you know what the body does? Your proton pumps. You got little pumps in your stomach that release acid. The problem is when your proton pumps really release a lot of acid, it don't stay in the stomach. It travels up the esophagus. Major problem in our society today. Look, it's been around forever, but it's worse than ever. Why? Because people have this notion that meat is not good for me. It's got, Dr. Martin, it's got saturated fat. Yeah, that's the best fat. Saturated. I know it sounds not good, but it's good for you. Saturated fat. Okay? So, if you want to heal your digestive tract, if you have IBS, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, IBD, diverticulosis. I had doctors tell some of my patients, "Oh, you've got diverticulosis. You better not eat meat." I tell them, it's the opposite. Stop eating salad. Why? Salad is for cows. It takes us a cow has to have 4 stomachs to eat salad. And then we got all this population, salad. It's so good for you. And then they make themselves a smoothie with salad. Oh. Don't fool yourself. That is by far not good for you. Okay? It is so overrated, I can't get over it. Well, Dr. Martin, what about fiber? Oh, what about it? What about it? Overrated food. Most fibers are insoluble. You can't even digest them. They end up in your toilet. And you got a bigger poo, number 2. Who cares? Okay. Now, so you want to heal your stomach, you want to save your life. You know, let me talk about quality of life. Anybody, you can put your hand up because I can't see it. Anybody what knows what it's like to have a bad digestive tract? Oh, Dr. Mark. I mean, listen, I made a living in practice. with people with digestive issues. And they suffer, man. This is no fun. Bloated. And always, not feeling good. And you don't feel good when your stomach's bothering you, when your bowel's bothering you. True or false? No, you don't feel good. Okay. So, digestive tract. Okay. Why is this going to save your life? Eating meat. Well, you guys know this one. I don't even have to say it. But you guys know it. Let's just repeat. It lowers insulin. Okay? Is that all I ever talk about? Well, my expertise is food. Okay? My PhD was in nutrition, clinical nutrition. I'm a food guy. Food first. And I'll tell you, you have an organ dedicated for insulin, and today we use way too much insulin, and 93% of the population has insulin resistance. And if you have insulin resistance, you are on the Titanic. That leads to chronic disease, heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, autoimmune, diabetes. So insulin. So when you eat steak, you don't need insulin. Well, you need it, but a little bit. Just a little. That's what you're meant to eat. There's nothing better to lower insulin. Because there's no carbs in meat. Okay? There's no carbohydrates. And I know nutrition over the years and all the gurus and you need a balanced diet. It's balanced, Dr. Martin. It's balanced. And I bet you today somebody will comment, if they're new especially, yeah, but in moderation. In moderation. No, elimination. That's my motto. Eliminate the carbs. That's the problem. Okay? And I know I get excited. And I know I emphasize it every day. But it's the truth. The truth. Okay? So, it lowers your insulin. If it did nothing else. If it didn't even help your digestion. And I didn't even talk about your gallbladder. You got a gallbladder. Use it or lose it. It's meant for meat. To emulsify fat. Bile. This helps your liver. You want to empty your liver? You want to lower your triglyceride? You want to talk about heart? Let's talk about heart for a minute. What does steak do for your heart? Well, one of the things it gives you is CoQ10. CoQ10. That is for your mitochondria. And there's another thing in steak that is really, really good for your mitochondria. You know what it's called? Stearic. Stearic. Stearic, I guess, acid. Okay? What does bacon have? What kind of acid? Somebody answer me. What is bacon? What's the acid that bacon has? Somebody tell me. You guys are smart, so I know, Jane. What if you don't have a gallbladder? Well, you got plan B, okay? I want to know, Oleo, yeah, Frances, Julie, come on, somebody else. Eileen, yeah, you guys are. Julie, no, it's not nitric, okay? Bacon has oleic acid. So does olive oil. I like bacon better than olive oil because that's the same oil, oleic. But meat has, you guys are so, I'm telling you how smart my audience is. But meat has stearic acid, which directly affects your mitochondria, your battery packs. The best fuel in the world is steak, bar none. Okay? It has stearic acid. And that goes directly to your energy centers in your mitochondria. Every cell in your body's got mitochondria. Your brain's got mitochondria. Your heart's got mitochondria. They're really important. You keep your battery packs. Okay? Oh, by the way, I'll get to this in a second. Stearic acid. Okay, now, let me talk about something else. Okay? Why will steak save your life? Because of the bioavailability of your vitamins, especially your fat-soluble vitamins. Now, let me just make one more point before I talk about fat-soluble vitamins. Vitamin A, vitamin D, the other vitamin E, vitamin K2. You know how much I love that? Vitamin K2, where it puts calcium where it belongs. Takes it out of your bloodstream, puts it into your bones and your teeth. Okay? Those are fat-soluble vitamins. What is your invisible mass that will save your life? Vitamin A. Where is it found? Steak. That's in eggs and cheese too. Vitamin A, we don't talk about vitamin A very much. Vitamin A is not in the plant kingdom. It's not. Beta-carotene is there, but that's a precursor. And I'm not saying it's no good, it's just not as good. Vitamin A is a huge, huge problem today because people don't eat enough meat. So you have your fat-soluble vitamins. And the bioavailability, you guys know this, the bioavailability of B12. Man, that's a big problem in our society today. And you can't get B12 in plants. You can't. It's in red meat. It's in red meat. 80% of the population is low in B12. And even then, I think it's higher because what they call normal is really enough for a mouse, not for a human being. B12 should be optimized. You want your brain to work properly? B12. You want your nerves to work properly? B12. B12. Your metabolism. People are so low in B12 today. Where do you get it? In steak. I'm sorry. It's only found in red meat. Okay? What's another one? Collagen. You know how much I love collagen. And one of the things, by the way, that repairs... Why do you think I love bone broth so much? Okay? But in red meat, you got collagen. And collagen repairs. Think of your nails. Think of your hair. Think of your skin. But also your gut. L-glutamine. Man, that's good for you. And collagen is in meat. Oh, I love it. I love it. Nothing better. Okay? And you know, someone was said it on our Facebook group. They were saying, Dr. Martin, you talk about the thyroid, and you don't tell us how to feed the thyroid. Now, she was thinking iodine. But you know what I was thinking? Selenium. You can have iodine for your thyroid. Of course, I agree with that. But the real bioavailability, your thyroid is really searching for selenium. Meat. Why do we have, there's other reasons. Why do we have so much thyroid dysfunction today? It's a huge problem, especially in women. Why? Because they like to eat salad and carbohydrates, and there's no selenium there. Your thyroid doesn't work without selenium. Even B12 and the thyroid. You should see the studies on that. How B12 is a major factor for thyroid to function at its highest level. The more they study B12, the more they realize the importance of it. It's absolutely incredible. Okay. And one thing we've learned, come back to the top of the program, about the jaw, about the mouth in kids' bone development, and dentists, orthodontists saying there's a big problem in our society today. Because they're not eating enough meat. They're not developing the dental arches. They're not wide enough. You need to have a wide dental arch because of the airflow to the brain, oxygen. Interesting, isn't it? I probably could give you a lot more. But it's important, isn't it? Okay. Let me stop there. Okay. Are you having fun? Okay. Guys, we appreciate you. Okay. Friday is what? Question and answer Friday. So get your questions in. We love you guys. We don't say it enough. We know you're the smartest audience in the world. That I have proven to you. Smart, 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 smart. You're ahead of me most days. Okay. We love you guys. Talk to you soon.